Hey, I'm Honeybee, and I'm from His and Her Success. And I have other half right here, Coach from His and Her Success. Hey, Coach.
What's going on?
And we are here with you today because I have a few questions that I want to ask Coach and share with you all about this exciting activity that he's getting ready to put together for you. Actually, he already has it together, but he's getting ready to show it to all of you out there in the whole world. You know, I'm so grand.
Treat. A treat.
I'm so grand.
It's a treat.
So, yes. So it is actually a one-man show that Coach has created, and that holds very dear to him because it is actually about his life. But I'm going to let him explain all of that to you. So it's going to be called It's actually called From Boy to Man, starring Coach. That's the one-man show. I'm really excited, and the title is From Boy to Man in a Concrete Jungle.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we have some questions here for you. How you doing today? First of all, you doing good? You doing good?
You know what we've been doing all day, all morning, recording and trying to, get it right for the viewers.
Yes, trying to get it right for the viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm good though.
We're gonna go ahead on these questions so we can get this posted and everybody can see what's going on over here. So, what made you want to do your one-man show?
Well, what made me want to do the one-man show is because the one-man show comes from my book, which is From Boy to Man Within the Concrete Jungle. And I wrote the book particularly for maturity purposes. I mean, transitional purposes. I'm from the urban environment in New Jersey.
Yeah.
And being in the urban environment, there's just a lot of elements of lack. I always talk about lack and how so many distractions can kind of get in the way of maturity. Yeah. And it got in the way of my maturity. But at the same time, there's ways we can kind of fight that delayed, maturity. Yeah. Because maturity does get delayed, but we can kind of not rush, but kind of see what do we need to do to take our lives to the next level with less distraction and less delay.
Very good.
Yeah, so, the book, it describes in there how I went basically from being a materialistic puppet, wanting stuff that I couldn't afford, became a drug dealer at the age of 13. That was very inappropriate, but that was my life. You know what I mean? And then I moved into how I had a lot of fun out there, and at the same time, there's consequences for your behavior. Yep. So I got caught. Yeah. I got caught and went down to state prison for 36 months, and which is 3 years. Yeah. And in my transition, I utilized the tool of education to get my life back. And with that too, I ended up, going to school, going through the process, trusting the process, ending up with 2 master's degrees and becoming more significant to myself and my family. So I felt as though the transition that I made was worthy enough to put in a book. So what I decided to do, I said, you know what? I can turn this into a one-man show and bring it to the people a little further, because books are good, and then we have audio books that people listen to now. But being here in Atlanta, Georgia, I feel as though it's an entertainment capital. Yes. It's an entertainment capital, and you kind of got to get with the wave. Yeah, you do. Being an author is good and everything, and people say, if you... When you write a book, it kind of makes you authority or something. That's all well and good. But I'm trying to expand the piece of work that I've done and bring it to the stage.
Very nice. I'm really excited about it.
So am I.
Yeah.
I am too.
I'm really excited. And I get the behind the scenes, so I get to see you practice and do all your stuff.
I need you to be my critic. I text you that. I need you to be my critic.
Yeah, I'm going to be your critic. I had to ask him, do you want to be your real critic or your partner critic? Like an unbiased critic. Okay, we're going to move on. All right, so tell us what we should expect from your one-man show, which you kind of did, but if you want to add anything else to what we should expect from your one-man show.
I do. With the one-man show, what happened is, because I've done lectures and seminars for a long time, in front of 300, 500 people, professional crowds, criminal justice crowd, whatever, people in the community. I've done lectures and seminars for a long time. And what I didn't want to do with this show is have just a regular presentation.
Yeah.
So what I did with this one-man show was it's going to be infused with hip-hop.
All
It's
right.
It's going to be infused with hip-hop. And that's kind of to keep the people's engagement.
Yes.
You know, it's kind of being relative to the population that I'm trying to serve.
Yes.
You know, which is the urban population. And the general population as well, which actually admires hip-hop but may not want to be a part of the population.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother story. But nevertheless, you know... It's infused. Yes, it's definitely going to be a great show. It's going to be infused with hip hop, and also it's going to be infused with visual art.
All right.
Yeah, what I mean by visual art is that I'm going to take you through this story from Boy to Man within the concrete jungle with visuals.
All right.
You know, with a visual.
We have a visual here too, Coach. Who's
Yes.
that on the front of the book looking all cute?
Yeah, that's me. You know, I just post that on Instagram. Very significant. Look at those red pants. You know what? I always say the window of the eyes of the soul, and I have nice eyes.
You do. Oh, you got a teddy bear face.
I'm not sure I should take that, but we're gonna. but for real though, this is actually going to be one of the visuals.
Yes.
You know, as I'm doing the presentation.
Yes. So,
and also within the presentation, I'm going to give individuals, not just here's my show. I'm also going to give you a model of thinking. And that's why I'm going to bring out a cage. I'm going to bring out a dog cage, and I'm going to explain to you about something called learned helplessness.
Yeah.
And how in learned helplessness, if you're not careful, and if you get yourself into depression so much, or you keep running into a brick wall, what end up happening is you end up laying down and you don't want to get up anymore. So I'll talk about that as well within the show. So expect to see visual arts, expect to see infusion of hip hop, and also expect to see a dog cage. Yes. So
the next question that I have for you, Coach, is who should come to your one-man show? Because I know that I will be there. So
nice.
Who else should be there?
Thank you. Well, I'll tell you, what I'm going to do with this show is make it family friendly.
Very nice.
Family friendly. It's called From Boy to Man Within the Concrete Jungle, but success and transformation is not gender specific.
Yes.
You know, I've read Oprah Winfrey's book, Ayanna Van Zandt book, Maya Angelou books, Tony Robbins' book. I've read Memoirs of a Geisha, a whole lot of different kind of books that's just not gender about men, not just about men. It could be about women. I can learn from it.
Yep.
So this show is From Boy to Man Within the Concrete Jungle. However, it's going to be a family event. A family event. Bring the wives, bring the daughters so they can understand what young men go through in their transition.
Yep.
You follow me? So the show is a family-friendly show, and I can't wait to see you all.
I just have one more question.
Yeah.
I heard you mention earlier on a previous video that we did for social media, you know, you want the local YMCAs or recreational centers and theaters to contact you if they want your show there. Really quickly, why should they contact you? What is it that you're going to bring to their theater that's going to create, you know, positive energy?
No, that's a good question because, you know, usually with recreational centers and community centers such as theaters, again, recreational centers, these places usually are trying to occupy people with some positive information, with some conscious information, and with some things to do.
Yeah.
You know, things of substance. So I feel as though with my one-man show that's concentrated in individuals' transformation, individuals' growth process with entertainment is able to, I call it edutainment.
Edutainment,
you know, it's like, you know, put a little Kool-Aid in the information. You know, so I think, you know, the recreational center and the local theaters and the local centers can appreciate some edutainment.
Yes.
You know, something that they can educate their population with, but also entertain them.
Very good.
That's why I think this will be significant.
This is going to be great.
Because it covers both sides. Entertainment, entertainment and education.
Yes.
You follow me?
So there you have it, you all. This is Honeybee from the His and Her Success
and I'm
with Coach from the His and Her Success. And all of the information to be able to contact us, especially Coach for his Boy to Man in a Concrete Jungle show will be in the description down below.
Yes.
So come on, recreational centers in Atlanta. Let's join Coach and partner with him to help the urban environment create change. Enjoy your day. Bye.